Welcome back, everyone. This is the Track Your Food meeting of Prevent T2, the CDC's Lifestyle Change Program. Today we are going to talk about tracking your food to prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Before we begin, look at your action plan from the previous session. What went well and what didn't go so well? Tracking your food each day can help you prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Today we will talk about the purpose of tracking, how to track your food, and how to make sense of food labels. You also get a chance to practice tracking your food. Finally, you will make a new action plan. We'll start by talking about the purpose of tracking. Let's look at an example. Please turn to Sally's story on pages 3 and 4 of this module's handouts. Sally's story. Sally is at risk for type 2 diabetes. She wants to lose 15 pounds. She has been trying to eat better each week. After a month, Sally tells her friend Tina that she is frustrated. She still hasn't lost any weight. Surprised by this, Tina asks her to describe what she ate the day before. Sally tells Tina what she thinks she had. The table below shows what Sally thinks she had at each meal and what she really had at each meal. It also shows the extra calories she took in. How many calories does Sally think she had that day? Sally thinks she had 1,325 calories. Remember, calories are a measure of energy. We get them from things we eat and drink. So how many calories did Sally really have that day? She really had 2,295 calories. That makes a difference of 970 calories that she thought she had. So why do you think Sally hasn't lost any weight? Sally didn't track exactly what, when, or how much she ate and drank. As a result, she had more calories than she thought she did. So what's the purpose of tracking your food each day? It helps you work toward your 6-month weight goal. And of course, losing weight helps you lower your risk of type 2 diabetes. We've talked about why it's important to track your food each day. Now we'll talk about how to do it. Let's start by talking about how to track what you eat and when you eat it. Please look at your food log. Try to use this log each day to track when, what, and how much you eat and drink. What you ate is the item, and when you ate is the time. We talked about tracking what you eat and when you eat. Now let's talk about tracking how much you eat. Some tools you can use to find how much you eat include measuring cups and spoons, kitchen scale, food labels, or a calculator. Using these tools is the most precise way to measure, but you may not always have time to use them. So it's good to learn how to eyeball serving size too. Refer to the handouts Everyday Objects in Serving Size on page 6 and Hands in Serving Size on page 7. Once you know how much you eat, you can record it. Please look at your food log again. You can record how much, the amount you eat in volume, weight, or piece, such as a medium apple. Besides your log, some other ways to record your eating include spiral notebook, spreadsheet, smartphone or computer apps, voice recording, or taking a photo of your food. Ultimately, though, you want to write these details in your food log. Now that you know how to measure one serving of an item, you can find out all sorts of useful facts about it. Please look at Make Sense of Food Labels on pages 8 to 10. Start by looking at the serving size. That's number 1. That's the size of one serving. All the other facts on the label are based on this amount. Also look at the number of servings in the package. This package contains 2 servings. So if you eat the whole package, you'll need to multiply all the other facts on the label by 2. You can use a calculator if you like. 2. Calories. Knowing the calories can help you reach or stay at a healthy weight. The calories are the amount of energy you get from a serving of this food. Many Americans get more calories than they need. Try to get less than 30% of your calories from fat. 3. Limit these nutrients. Most Americans get enough or even too much of these nutrients. Eating too much fat, saturated fat, trans fat, cholesterol, or sodium can raise your risk of certain health problems. These include heart disease, some cancers, and high blood pressure. 4. Getting enough of these nutrients. Most Americans don't get enough fiber, vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, and iron. Eating enough of these nutrients can improve your health and lower your risk of certain health problems. For instance, getting enough calcium can help strengthen your bones and teeth. Eating plenty of fiber can help you lose weight and lower your cholesterol. Percent daily values tell how much of your daily nutrient needs one serving provides. These are based on a diet of 2,000 calories a day. If you have more or less than 2,000 calories a day, your percent daily values will be different. Ways to find out nutrition facts include computer or smartphone apps and websites. Please look at your action plan journal. Spend a few minutes making a new action plan. Keep in mind what worked and what didn't work well for you since our last session. Are there any changes that you want to make? Also keep in mind what we discussed today about tracking your food. As you make your plan, remember to keep it realistic, doable, specific, and flexible. Remember to focus on behaviors and try to have fun. Please look at your food log again. I'd like you to start tracking what and when you eat. Once you get used to that, you can also track how much you eat. We'll work on tracking calories at a later session. You don't need to show me your food log, but I strongly recommend that you track every day. This will help you reach your weight loss goal and lower your risk of type 2 diabetes. For a reminder on ways to track, see How to Track Your Food on page 5. It can be challenging to track your food. Please look at How to Cope with Challenges on page 11. It shows some common challenges and ways to cope with them. Write your own ideas in the column that says Other Ways to Cope, and check off each idea you try. We have come to the end of our meeting. Today we discussed how tracking your food each day can help you prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. We talked about the purpose of tracking, how to track your food, and how to make sense of food labels. Next time we'll talk about Get More Active to prevent T2. Thank you for coming to this session.